I was working on this story, and it's like every poem tells a different part of the story, and I read the first part. I don't know if I read it here or if it was Lyrical Voices, but this is the second part of it, and the second part is called Children for Sale. Busting down the doors, they invade homes, taking children from their mothers, while mothers cry, saying they lost their children to the streets. Selling children into the slavery of the ghetto while they're trained to reproduce as children so that when someone gets shot, there's another one to take their place. And to always have a gun because the hood is a battlefield, but it's only a war zone because they told us to hate each other and trust no one. From the centuries ago slavery, when we used to be sold on the block to still selling on the block. It will always remain that way because we will always be on the block. We've been slaves for so many years that if we had freedom, we wouldn't know what to do with it. So if we're not put on labor on the streets, we're in jails, chained up, and now there is no Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad, but underground trains called subways. That leads us from one ghetto to another. F train to Queens and A train to Brooklyn, and when the Metro North rises, it stops in every hood in Connecticut. Miseducated of our culture like animals, we're running from the poacher, running, we keep on running. But we no longer have our African rulers, Queen of Sheba, Queen of Tai, King Tut, King Imhotep, but we rely on these American presidents. Consider stupid, ancestors brought up as slaves, working hard on the white man's plantation. Ghetto black names, people say with the wrong pronunciation. Quintisha, Quintasha, Sharifa, Shakisha. But the real name is single, tracing back to the African tribes. Duma, Fang, Yambi, Lunda, Manja, Zandi, Zulu. It was the 13th Amendment that freed African slaves, but we're still waiting for the amendment that will free the slaves in the ghetto. Bullshit, bullshit is all about the bullshit. They tell us it's a free country, but then they set limits. Children walking with signs on their back saying that I'm for sale. 10% off on Mondays and 50% off on Fridays. So come get the best deals. On February, they sell them so discounted, they might as well be free. But not free as in no longer in custody released, but emancipated, but free as in no exchange, without charge, at no cost on the house. Boys on the corner say, purchase me, I'll sell your drugs for you. Males with their jeans sagging say, I'm trained to kill my own kind for you. Daughters with their bodies exposed tell you, pimp me, sex me, I'll make your money for you. Girls who speak loud and vehemently say, buy me, I'll fight anybody for you, I'll be your attack dog. They say, I'll be your nigga. The hood pimps them, auctions them off like 25. Did I hear somebody say 30? Going once, going twice. Sold for $40 to the man in the front row with the blonde hair. Souls bought and sold for their talents and what they can shape these kids to be. And talents like who can hold the best gun. And talents like when I say sit, how well do you listen? While these businessmen have tea parties holding their cups with their pinkies in the air, sipping on angel trumpet tea and getting high off the herbs. They make sure that we keep the hood so we litter. Dirtying our own cages, we shit and piss in it, vomiting from the drugs, living in our own filth, and our cages don't ever get clean. We have bowls that are filled with rainwater, so we drink the water that evaporated from the grounds. So we taste the blood of every person who got shot and died on the ghetto floor, and the liquor that been poured out for the dead homies. Hurting children on the block. Beating children on the block, selling children on the block, and when the children become so out of shape, they put them on clearance, trying to make them sound so appealing. Come get them in any shape and size. We have the fattest of the fat and the skinniest of the skinny, and they come in all shades of brown. We have the darkest of the dark, the original ones, and we have the light-skinned ones that have been breeded, and when they don't sell, they no longer need their existence. No, their assistance. Boom, a gun to the head, no longer is their existence. But that's just another day with children getting sold into the ghetto. Wow.